but nothing more. Just a quiet open floor where the surface gently stays unchanged by passing days. Every ripple fades away before it has a chance to stay. In your presence I release every urge to search for peace. All the dust dissolves to plain without loss and without gain. In this field I start to see nothing needs to be set free. We are resting where we are, without reach and without far. There is nothing left to find, only still and still am I. No depth needed, we remain free from distance, free from strain. In the silence, we expand without structure, without plan. No depth needed, nothing more than the calm we are before. In the stillness, we can be what we are without degree. Every motion loses form into something soft and warm. In this drift we come undone, without center, without one. No more layers left to trace, only open silent space. In this calm we come to know all we are is all we show. Let the surface gently stay, nothing more to move away. In this space we softly remain, without memory, without pain. No depth needed, we remain free from distance, free from strain. In the the shift before our eyes. Every structure fades apart without boundary, without start. In your silence I remain, free from the sea, free from change. All connections are loosened now, without reason, without how. In this drift I start to see nothing holds identity. We are slipping out of form into something still and warm. There is nothing left to keep, only falling into deep, into pure space we dissolve, without measure, without end. In the silence we dissolve, beyond anything we solve. Into pure space we release every tension into peace. In the stillness we remain, free from structure, free from into without trace. Every breath becomes diffuse, without meaning, without use. In this field we drift away. We do not need yesterday. No more shape and no more frame. Nothing left to from structure, free from pain. There is motion in the air, though no shape is ever there. Something shifting out of you, moving softly through and through. Every current passes by, without reason, without why. In your presence I can stay. Nothing pulls my mind away. No direction, no design, only flow beyond all time. In this space I start to feel something hidden turning real. Every breath becomes a stream, fading through a waking dream. In this motion we dissolve into paths we cannot solve. All the distance fades away. There is nothing left to stay. In this quiet we can see what we are is meant to be. The current pull you in, let the silence gently spin. In this space we come undone, without ending, without In the veil of the veil we trace after trace. Not a form and not a place. In the silence it remains. Without meaning, without name. Every memory turns light, losing weight, dissolving sight. In your presence I release every fragment into peace. Nothing held it, nothing stored. Only echoes unexplored. In this space I start to feel something softer, turning real. We are moving without past. Nothing here is built to last. There is no returning line, only absence over time. After the trace, we fall away. Without night and without day. In the silence we expand, beyond voice and beyond land. After the trace, we disappear. Not as distant, not as near. In the stillness we become less than many, more than one. After the fading every breath becomes a blur. Without memory to refer. In this drift we come undone. Without center, without one. No reflection left to see, only open vacancy. In this calm we come to know. What remains is letting go. Let the trace dissolve in air. There is nothing left to bear. In this space we softly stay, without yesterday. beginning, not an end. Only waves that never ended. Trace and every thought, there is nothing left to find, only space within the mind. Echo without origin remains, free from memory and names. In the silence we align, beyond structure, beyond time. Before anything resumes, there is space without a tune. Not a start and not an end, just a pause that does not bend. Every motion comes to rest, without need and without test. In your silence I can stay, nothing pulls my name. All the sequence falls apart, there is no defined restart. In this pause I start to feel something softer turning real. We are waiting without time, without reason, without rhyme. There is nothing left to do, only being passing through. Before continuation, we remain free from movement, free from shame. In the silence we expand, without border, without land. Before continuation, we dissolve beyond anything to solve. In the stillness we become less than many, more than one. Open pause, open pause, no return, no because. Every breath becomes a space, fading without leaving trace. In this drift we come undone, without center, without one. No more future left to hold, no more past to be retold. In this calm we come to see, all we are is meant to be. in the calm, flowing without force or form, not contained and never still, moving only as it will. Every current slips away, nothing left to know. In this space we softly stay without yesterday. No direction, we remain free from structure, free from chain. In the silence we expand without beneath the surface, something stays unseen through passing days. Not a sound and not a tone, yet it feels like something known. Every layer drifts below, where no edges seem to go. In your silence I release every weight into the peace. All the shapes dissolve to blur without reference to refer. In this depth I start to feel something hidden turning real. We are sinking without force, following a softer course. There is nothing left to hold, only depths that slowly unfold. Before the shape begins to rise, there is something undefined. Not a shadow, not a line, only space beyond all time. Every boundary fades away before form begins to stay. In your presence I dissolve into patterns unresolved. Nothing fixed and nothing still, only space we softly fill. In this quiet I can feel something deeper turning real. There is no direction here, only distance without fear. We are drifting without name, never different, never same. Before the shape we come undone, not as many, not as one. In the silence we expand, without edge and without land. Before the shape we disappear, not as distant, not as near. In the stillness we remain, free from meaning, free from fading slow, no escape. The motion fades to light, every dark dissolves from sight. In this space we drift away, we do not need yesterday. No more structure left to hold, no more stories to be told. Only presence, only flow, only what we come to know. Let the silence take control. Feel the quiet, feel your soul. In this space we come undone, without ending, without one. Before the shape we come undone, not as many, not as one. In the silence we expand, without edge and without land. Before the shape we disappear, not as distant, not as near. In the stillness we remain, free from meaning, free. shapes of light, fading softly into night. Every breath becomes a stream, flowing through a waking dream. In this space we disappear. There is nothing left to fear. All the noise has slipped away. We do not need another day. In this stillness we can see all we have is meant to be. Feel the There is no defined edge, no beginning, no last ledge, only something flowing through, without center, without view. Nothing just beyond the edge of mind, almost there but never known, like a place not fully shown. Every step dissolves in air, nothing solid anywhere. In your presence I can stay, nothing pulls my mind away. All the outlines start to fine into something unmade. In this space I start to feel something distant turning real. We are close but not complete, standing where the edges meet. There is nothing left to find, only space within the way. Almost there but not yet found, in a space both still and warm. In the silence we expand, without border, without land. Almost there but never near, not as distant, not as clear. In the stillness we remain, free from meaning, free from every breath becomes a trace, fading through a thinner space. In this drift we come undone, without center, without one. No more answers left to hold, no more stories to be told. In this calm we come to see, all we are is meant to be. Let the horizon fade away, let the silence gently stay. In this space we softly remain, without memory, without pain. Almost there but not yet formed, in a space both still and warm. In the silence we become less than anymore. There is motion without frame, not defined and not the same. In the silence I can feel something slowly nothing formed and nothing lasts. There is nothing left to find, only space within the mind, nothing to remains, free from sequence, free from chains. In the silence we expand without origin or land. Nothing to resume. We see there is only ground clarity. In the stillness we become everything that one nothing to resume. Nothing to resume. Only you Every breath dissolves the line between what is yours and mine. In this drift we come undone.